As you can see, I got this lovely lasagna. Linda and I make these up and then we freeze them. We do a lot of stuff like this. We make turkey pies over Christmas because there's so much leftover turkey, and we make beef pies and shepherd's pie. We just freeze them and take them out when we want them. So I'm looking forward to digging into my lasagna. But first I want you to check out my awesome shirt that I got from one of my viewers, one of my subscribers, Eric Johnson in Greensboro, North Carolina. He sent me this shirt, and it's absolutely amazing. It's kind of funny because he said he wanted to send me something. I had no idea what he wanted to send me. So as it turned out, he sent me this t-shirt, and I just got it the other day. It was actually Groundhog Day that I got it. But what was even nicer was he sent along a nice note that I want to read. And I'm hoping that he speaks for all of you as well. But he says, "Dear Mark, thank you for creating an ASMR channel that has a natural flow, not like some of the other channels that have unnecessary tapping and clicking, etc. I just want to extend my gratitude for sharing your life stories and experiences with us. I will look forward to more of your so anyways in the future. Enjoy your retirement and traveling. Keep up the good work. Thanks again. Your loyal listener and subscriber, Eric Johnson." Once again, thanks, Eric. That's absolutely amazing. So anyway, and also a big shout out to all you people as well, for always being there and always supporting me. And I appreciate it so much. I read all your comments. I do my best to subscribe to them, but due to so many of them, I may not get around to it right away. But anyways, I always read them. So I'm going out on a limb for you people today. I'm living large and I'm living dangerously. But well, it's okay. Danger's my middle name. I'm trying kombucha. I've never tried this before. And this is a Tofino brand. It's made in Tofino, which is a small little community on the west coast of Vancouver Island. It's good for surfing and whale watching. It's just beautiful up there. Actually, in '83, I honeymooned there with my ex-wife, and it was very nice. Linda and I have been there a few times, and I've been there several times. But when you get to Tofino, that's as far west in Canada as you can go. The rest is just ocean. After that, I guess it would be Japan or somewhere like that. But it's just a beautiful part of the world. Beautiful beaches. It's just amazing. Back in the 70s, you could drive your vehicle right down to the beach and whip out your old hibachi and just do some barbecuing. And now it's a little bit more restricted. You have to go to the parking lots and it's paid parking, but that's fine, not a big deal. But they got some beautiful houses down there and a beautiful restaurant called the Wicked Inn, which is probably the most high-end restaurant I've ever eaten at in my whole life. It's just amazing. So I'm going to dig into my lasagna here. Hopefully I won't make too much of a mess. Now, Linda and we always use beef, tomato sauce, that kind of thing. I've used ricotta cheese in the past, but it's become kind of pricey, so I use cottage cheese. I learned how to make lasagna using cottage cheese, so I don't mind using cottage cheese. But that's what I used here was cottage cheese. It's very good. And mozzarella. Lasagna is something I just never get tired of. My buddy John, when him and I go out, we meet up about, I guess we hook up about every 2.5 weeks or so, twice a month. And we go to our favorite go-to restaurant, and we'll have lasagna, or some kind of, or you'll have a pizza, and I'll have some kind of Italian dish, some pasta of some sort. Okay, now, I've never tried kombucha before, so here goes. This is lemon ginger. Oh wow, biggest thing that it's just the ginger. There's a lot of ginger in there. It's a sparkly drink, kind of like bubbly. And it's lemony, but boy, that ginger is something else. It's good. You know, I'm kind of wishing now, when I got this package in the mail, that I had opened it online right here, but I was so excited to get it, and I was just chomping at the bit that I couldn't wait to tear it open. But anyways, I'm wearing this t-shirt now. One thing I can't do is throw out a t-shirt. I've got t-shirts from the 70s, a Rolling Stones t-shirt. I've got t-shirts from countries that I visited, cruise ships I've been on, concerts I've been to, you know, stuff like that. You know, I just can't throw them out. When I did my fish and chip video a while back, I talked about a woman that used to live in Paul River that I used to go visit. And her and I went and had fish and chips. And she told me once, she said, you sure have a lot of clothes for a guy. I do have a lot of clothes. I can't throw anything out. But my closet is just full of clothes. I got so many clothes, I actually boxed some of them up. I have to do this on my cooking channel. I bought this yesterday. I was doing some grocery shopping and I want something for this video. So, you know, it's funny. A few days ago, I walked down to the grocery store and I saw one of my little coworkers. She retired just before I did. She was a carrier at the facility I worked at. And she said she'd been retired since last April of 2022. Or March, something like that. And she got bored, so she started working at this grocery store. So that was nice to see her. The next day, I took my mom shopping. And I think that was Groundhog Day. I took my mom shopping. And I ran into one of my fellow chefs. She had left the facility a number of years ago to pursue a career in, she became a paramedic. We moved to a new building in 2017, and she moved to the new building, but then left very quickly after that because she'd been taking her course in her practicum, and she was starting to get a lot more work as a paramedic. And then yesterday, when I was buying this kombucha, I ran into the woman, the chef who replaced me at the facility. It was nice to see her. Her name's Bev. Nice lady. So she now has my position. So she's enjoying that very much. But it's just kind of a coincidence, like 3 days in a row to run into old co-workers, you know. It's kind of funny. And I know you're probably thinking, well, they're all women, but when you work in a healthcare facility, you mostly do work with women. When I first started working there in '86, there was me, Tony, my fellow chef who trained me, and the maintenance man. The rest are all women. That's an interesting drink. I think it'd be good if you were a little under the weather. A lot of ginger in there. A lot of ginger. But as time went on, they hired more men. I kind of noticed that in the airline industry. Used to be all the flight attendants were women. Now you see some men there too. This is good. I'm starving. This would be nice on a really hot day. There's definitely some kind of sweetener in there because you can taste it. I'm not sure what it is, but it's good. It's very good. It's got a real ginger taste. I still want to try Moxie. I keep hearing about Moxie. We don't have it up here where I live. I'm not sure what it tastes like. I keep looking for it every time I go shopping. I walk in the grocery store, they got a huge, big, long aisle of just beverages, you name it. But they don't have any Moxie. I even asked one time, and the guy had no idea what I was talking about. The other night, a couple of nights ago, I made a pasta dish. I've made it many times. It's I guess it's just called garlic, lemon, butter, prawn pasta. It's very simple. You can use any kind of pasta you want, linguine, spaghetti. And if you've got lots of prawns, I bought the frozen ones because they're less expensive. I bought those. And I just let them thaw in the fridge. Excuse me. And then what I did was you just get some garlic, fresh parsley, a whole lemon, some cracked pepper, and an onion, and butter. Now you can use basil or margarine, but I wanted to use butter because I like if I'm only making something once in a while, or if I'm going to make it for guests or something, I want to use good ingredients. So, but you could use basil or something like that. So I used the butter, and you put in some olive oil, like maybe a couple tablespoons, and then maybe an ounce of butter, a couple ounces of butter. Start with, and it takes a lot of butter, and you just let that cook a bit. Throw in your onions, your cracked peppers, and then throw in your prawns, and then zest your lemon. Throw the zest in with the prawns, and then probably some more butter after that if you want, because the butter and the olive oil is basically your sauce. And then once your noodles are cooked, drain them off and throw those in. You need a large frying pan for that. And then top off the fresh parsley. You could use dehydrated, but the fresh parsley gives a real freshness. It's really good. And when you taste it, the first thing, like you taste the butter and the prawns, and you taste just a little hint of lemon. Oh, I forgot to say that when you take you throw the lemon zest in, and then you cut the lemon in half. Then you squeeze in the juice just when you throw your noodles in. But you have to taste it because you don't want to put in too much lemon. You want just a hint of lemon. If you make that dish for somebody and they take a bite, they're going like that. You screwed up, right? So make sure you taste it, because if you like the lemon zest will give it a nice lemony flavor, but the juice from the lemon is a different story. So squeeze in half to start with and taste it. Now also what happens a lot of times, it might taste too lemony before you put your pasta in, but once you put your noodles in, it'll calm it down a bit. I got a couple donuts. snap a while ago. It only lasted about 3 days, but anyways, we're back to our rain. Actually, it hasn't been raining that much. Just overcast, like warmer anyway. I don't think I'd want to use plastic utensils all the time. So I probably mentioned that Linda and I are going to Mexico. So I'll have some videos pre-recorded and uploaded. So if I don't comment, if I don't answer your comments for a week or so, that's because I'm not at all. Hopefully I'll be lying on the beach or snorkeling. Linda and I like to snorkel a lot. We both bought some underwater cameras. The Olympus TG6, I think it's called. Up here we pay about $500 for them. Quite pricey, but nice little camera. Very durable. I've actually used it for one of my overhead shots, and on my cooking video, that's the camera I use for my overhead shots. It's just like Jacques Cousteau when you're underwater. Like we just put on our mask and our snorkel. We just kind of go above the surface and just, make videotapes and take pictures. And it's just so much fun. We did that in Vietnam and a little bit in Cuba, Costa Rica. Did I say Vietnam? I meant to say Thailand. Wow. I like that, but they weren't kidding when they said lemon and ginger. Because the ginger you just really hits you. I'm not a big fan of ginger. When I do make a stir fry, I have to have ginger. I mean, just have to, right? For certain stir fries and stuff. Like an Asian stir fry or whatever. But as far as the ginger drink, I never drink ginger ale, really. Not that much. My daughter, my ex-wife, were crazy about ginger ale. I'm always kind of disappointed when I used to go in the staff room at work, and there'd be a lot of chocolates in there at Christmas time. I'd pick one out, and it'd be like a ginger thing or something. Anyways, the flavor of ginger is okay, I guess. I know it's amazing how well it works for an upset stomach. Back in 1993, my then wife and my 3 kids and my sister and her 2 kids, there's 8 of us. We drove from Vancouver on to Saskatchewan to visit the old homestead, that kind of thing. And when we were in Kelowna, we stopped in Kelowna, BC. There was something called beaver fever. It's something that infects the water. And my son and I were the only ones that we actually drank the Kool-Aid or something. And we got really sick. We were sick for about 3 days. Well, actually longer than that, but sick to my stomach for about 3 days. But I'd stopped and got some, like a nut mixture, like a trail mix, and it had these little bits of ginger in there. And I picked those out and ate them. And it did wonders for my stomach. It was amazing. We often refer to that as a trip from hell. 8 of us in my old Ford Econoline van. I think it was a 72 or something. And just a lot of driving, and the kids are young. Um, I guess that was like 30 years ago. And my son and I just not feeling good. It wasn't until on the way back I started feeling absolutely normal. We got back to Alberta, going through a place called, it was either Lethbridge or Medicine Hat after you started feeling normal. But that year, when we were in Saskatchewan, we went to this place called Regina, which is the capital of the province. Because I had a sister who lived there. She has since passed away, but she lived there. And the mosquitoes were so bad you couldn't even go outside. They'd fly in your mouth and up your nose. They'd swarm, I've never seen mosquitoes that bad in my whole life. Unbelievable. It's funny. I've had some people comment on the fact that I wipe my face too much. But I recently did a video. I think it was called The Epic Story. It was my longest video, and I was eating a triple O hamburger. I think that's the one. And unbeknownst to me, I had mayonnaise inside my face. That's because I was trying not to wipe my face. Oh well. I just set a mirror up in front of me so I can see what I look like when I'm eating. I would definitely buy that again. It's an interesting drink. I'm still not sure what kombucha is. I always thought it was some kind of a tea or something. I remember back in the 80s, when I was taking the chef's training course, there's this young lady I was hanging out with. Her name was Carol. A lot of fun. We went and saw Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers together, and it was just a platonic relationship. We had a lot of fun together. And she lived in a town about half hour west of where I live, small little retirement community. It's nice. I went to a restaurant there one time late at night because we were always partying and everything. We probably got there around 11 o'clock at night. And I wanted to order lasagna. She says, well, you'd never be able to finish it because they're really huge. She said it's about the size of a steering wheel. She was exaggerating, of course, but she said, you won't be able to finish it. And I said, well, I'll take a crack at it. So we get this lasagna, and it's quite big. It's round. Well, I practically inhaled that thing. She said I was the only person that she'd ever seen finish one. this cheesy tomato goodness. That was delicious. That was very good. These are left over from my Tim Hortons video. I brought them up and put them in the freezer because I had 6 donuts that day and I could only eat 3. And I still got one. So I picked these 2 out. So I'm going to have this one right now. Wow, that's good. Very good. Well, I wish I had a coffee to go with this. When I have coffee, it's nice to have some kind of a dessert, something sweet, you know. It's kind of nice, like that. What I'm going to do, you probably know what I'm going to say. I've been saying this for a long time that I have to make a video where I just suck my fingers. You know, these were, like I said, I froze them. I wrapped them, saran wrapped and froze them. Then I took them out, left them on the counter just for a few minutes. Well, maybe a half hour. And then I mic'd them for about 15 seconds, and you would think they were fresh. They're beautiful. Oh man, that's good. Got lots of chocolate on there. Wow, that's good. I'm getting full. Getting stuffed. I was getting kind of full after that lasagna, but when it comes to lasagna, I just keep going. First time I ever had a chocolate-covered donut when I was a kid, I thought it was the greatest thing in the world. There used to be a bakery that was close to where I lived, and it was just, they sold everything like, you know, Balmorals and all kinds of stuff in there. Their donuts were so good. They had caramel coated donuts and chocolate covered donuts. I just thought that was amazing. Wow. Very decadent. fries. I like the Americano from McDonald's. I get a large Americano double. That's a good one. So maybe on the next video, I'll get one of the meat pies out of the freezer, one of our turkey pies from Christmas, because last Christmas we had 3 Christmas dinners, one at my mom's place, and then 2 at our place. And so it's like 3 turkey dinners. That's because, you can't get all the relatives together at the same time, which is unfortunate. So that's why we had so many dinners. But we had a lot of leftover turkey to make pies with. Last bite. My fish and chip video that I did not too long ago, I got a lot of comments on that. Everyone seemed to like that. And I need to eat fish and chips more often, because I enjoy it all the time. There's a place south of where I live, about 45-50 minutes. They do amazing fish tacos. They have something called the Captain's Platter, or the Mate's Platter. It's 2 different ones, where it's just loaded with seafood and all that. Oyster scallops, calamari, cod or halibut. So good. A little bit pricey, but that's okay. You don't go through life half a dozen times. You may as well enjoy yourself. Well, there it is, my friends. That was my homemade lasagna. We just buy these little 10 plates at the dollar store for next to nothing. They're only good once, but that's all you want for, right? Well, anyways, my friends, so nice that you could drop in and share this time with me. I hope that you're all looking after yourself and living well. And once again, I enjoy your comments, so, write me anytime. Ask me anything you want or say whatever you want. I love hearing from you. I even recognize a lot of your names now when I see them. So anyways, you take care and stay awesome, and bye for now. Okay?